There are many school clubs. Football. Pike! Soccer. Look at Mo Salah. He's gonna go for the goal. And would you look at that? It's going right into this guy's crotch. Anime? Bro, who's the best anime character? Bakugo? Deku? Or Shigaraki? But I'm here today to showcase one of the most underground school clubs the American education system has blessed our tiny little hearts. And that is TSA, which stands for the Technology Student Association. A funny, confusing name, but it came out in 1988, so it gets a pass. Why am I talking about this club today? I think it is an underground one not many people know about. It does something different, it is also fun, and yeah, I was in it. I'm very biased. Is that what you wanted to hear? If you haven't been in this club or heard of it before, because you can't really find it in the wild, you're in for a treat today. I was at Freshman Fair. And Freshman Fair is this thing where you look for clubs and see what you like or don't like and potentially join a club you like. I was there and I saw my teacher, Mr. We Work Every Day, the computer teacher. His name is based off a quote he says when we are in class, when we don't want to work on anything, and he says, "In Mr. class, we work every day." So it would be funny to name him based off that. So then I went to his table and no one came. Obviously. Why would anyone go to a nerdy technology club? So I read what they offered. Here at TSA, blah 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 blah. I was reading until I saw what I liked. Digital video production. And I was like, put me in! And therefore, I was the TSA connoisseur. So they met up Wednesday afternoon. Not every Wednesday afternoon, but you get the gist. After 7th period, the final one for the day. So right after English class, holding my piss because the teacher won't let me go to the restroom, take a piss, and go to the computer class, where the TSA people meet up. Here's the gang. The president, Joanne. Welcome Nassan to TSA. The vice president, Aleem. What's up, dude? The secretary, Orange. A freshman in this club, but we are all seniors. The sergeant at arms, Philip. Hip hip cheerio, mate. Hey, you're hot. Whenever we meet up, we do important things like setting up the budget for TSA, or do fundraisers and sell things to pay TSA, because to enter, it costs money. And the principal is too cheap to pay for TSA, but he can pay for fucking yonder pouches, so we had to fundraise. We came up with ideas we never did. Chocolate, donuts, beef jerky, OnlyFans. We done none of them, interestingly, because one dude was a G and paid all our dues. Thanks, bro. We met up and decided what competitions we were going to do. I chose digital video production, because nothing screams technology like flash crashing every fucking time I try to animate. We met up a few times to see what competitions we could do. I did digital video production, some did AutoCAD stuff, some did board game production, some did music production. Then it was time for the first competition. We had to go to our local university for this one, and I sat down and did nothing for the whole day. Mine was online, so I submitted it through the internet. So I was just chilling, walking around the venue. I saw this girl. I saw something in common with her, and I wanted to talk to her. I got her number, I messaged her one day, and she left me on fucking red. Ugh. I lost hope in life that day. Well, I was walking around the venue, bought my dad a Wendy's cookie, and we went to the award ceremony to see who won this region's championship. We didn't win an award. But you know what we heard in the school's announcements one day? Welcome to As Traditional High School. The technology club has won the regionals. Go Butts. We won out of pity. What the fuck? Yeah, what I submitted, this stinky video got me to say, and some of the other dudes. The TSA continues! So we met up a few times after school for our state competitions. This time, I did digital video production. on-demand video and technology problem solving. The other dudes did what they did last time, but some of them did on-demand video with me. And it was event time. It was a 3-day event at the Marriott downtown. And we got excused off school for 3 days. Take that, George. So I wore a suit and got scolded by my dad because I forgot to tell him the day before. We went there and I didn't see them. And I had the worst nervous anxiety of my life. I was nearly going to cry. I called my school and was like, as traditional high school, where's Mr. We Work Every Day? Where is he? My dad's gonna beat my ass if I lied to him. Hold on, chill out. I'll redirect you to him. And he just arrived at the registration booth. What the fuck? I'll call you later. Why the fuck weren't you here earlier? I was shaking for my life. Traffic on the freeway. Don't ever do that again. We went and registered and I sat down and waited for Flash to download because the Marriott's Wi-Fi is so ungodly slow and I don't know why. I was sitting while the other dudes were doing the script for the on-demand video. I saw some girls. I decided to talk to them. We'll call them Non and Chalant. And they were so chill. Mainly because we were all nerds in a nerd convention. I made some small talk with them and it was fun. Why aren't girls, most of the girls, some are cool, in as traditional high school like this? This is cool. So I walked the convention all day because my phone was dead and I had nothing to do. No brain rotting TikTok to ease my nerve. Boo-hoo. I talked to Mr. We Worked Every Day about the competitions, and we didn't bring a toolbox or safety equipment. He offered to go home and get it, but I told him not to worry and not did the technology problem solving competition. Then we had to get lunch. We walked to the restaurant and they ate pancakes for lunch while I ate nothing because Ramadan check. Anyway, they ate food. We went back to the Marriott and I just free roamed for like 3 hours until I saw Gnome and Shalot getting a hotel for the night. I was like, why did you get a hotel and we didn't? Because their school was like 10 minutes away from the freaking Marriott, and I lived all the way in the ghetto. Our schools were in the same district. I know people were coming from all around the state and it was justifiable, but you could freaking drive home. But whatever, rich people things, right? So they said they can't wait to go rot in bed and watch TikTok, and I was like, okay. And now I am all alone walking around the Marriott with nothing to do. So I went home at like 3 p.m. and the first day was now over. I woke up the next day and I was planning to wear a simple outfit, but my dad was like, here is this suit. If you don't wear it, you will see what happens to you. So I was forced to wear a suit for a second day in a row. I went to the venue for like 30 minutes because we had nothing to do for that day. Saw off-brand Lily Pichu and went home. My dad took me to an African mall to meet my mom, and I went with my mom home, and that was it. The next day, it was the last day of TSA. My final team of Philip, Jose, and Orange, and another guy I couldn't make an alias of, they did a Breaking Bad parody of this clip. We had this one in the bag. Then I saw Noan and Shalot again. I teased them. So it's lazy and lazier. How are you doing? They told me I missed a disco that I never heard of. You heard that, TSA gang? I missed an opportunity to dance with a girl because of you. We went to the award ceremony and I wanted to sit with Non and Shalot, but they said, wrong seat friend, this is the Varvanugan High School section. And I felt so embarrassed. We watched the event and we waited till our results came. On-demand video. First place, Lawrenceville High School. Second place, Batty High School. Third place, Tastic School of Design. Oh my fucking god. You guys are idiots! That Breaking Bad clip deserved first place. You hear me? You rigged it! You son of a bitch! We took that loss, left the venue early. Man, I wouldn't even get Nonchalant's number, and I will never see them again. Took some selfies and got the victory meal at the restaurant we ate like 2 days ago. And I bought a souvenir for this occasion. Look at this cute little snow globe. Aw, isn't it cute? We talked, and then we parted ways, as next year they were going to leave the school, because they were seniors. Duh. That was so fun. It was so fun to see how the nerdy things I like just turn into a competition and have fun. I met some awesome people, met some cool people, while people at my high school were giving me the cold shoulder. If you want to know more about TSA or FBLA, I will provide you with the links in the description. You might think it's weird or don't get it. A nerd convention with a bunch of nerds. That's okay. You can find other ways to enjoy your hobbies with people you share a similar interest to you, nerdy or not. And one last thing, I have 3 years left of this club anyway, so see you at the next nerd convention.
Hey buds, it's been a while. Sorry for not getting a video out in nearly 3 weeks. I was busy and I was lazy, so sorry about that. I want to catch up with you guys, so this is going to be a long end card. Anyway, do you know that Karen girl from that deleted video? Oh, of course you don't, because you haven't watched the deleted video. But, you know what I did to her? If she decides to diss me, I just decide to roast the fuck out of her. Because she deserves it. Like, man, like, you gotta leave me alone. Oh, and mind your own business. Like, I used to ignore her, but now I'm tired of taking that, and I'm just gonna roast her back if she decides to open her mouth at me with something unnice. This is a fair country. Free and fair country, buddy. This is America. Anyway, yeah, this is a decent video, but the next video I think it's going to be about a book, and then the video after that I think it's going to be just about my school life and stuff, and how I can't make friends. So, see you later, alligator. New video next week. Bye-bye.